Springsteen.
I had commented on Jalen Rose's Facebook, can have Molly's numbers and things didn't work out.
You do it.
But I always do. I always say something stupid on this shit, dude.
All right.
He was married.
Who, I saw him, we're playing golf one time. And he was talking to some chick, a pretty nice chick. Why, dude, he puts his whole fucking hand in his culo. He starts scratching. Yeah, he no shame in his game. He just, and he went on talking to her like nothing. I was like, wow. Yeah, McLovey Phillips. Yeah.
Well, I didn't see that.
Oh, hey, sorry, we didn't see you guys there. We're so embarrassed. Vote for McLovey or whatever the fuck you're running for. We don't know where it's at. All right, everybody, welcome to episode 30. I'm Sergio.
And Brian with an I.
Do not adjust your picture quality. We really are this handsome. Well, we're going to start with this episode with Brian posted the top 5. It was top 5 or top 10? Top 5 local 4A, 5A.
Yeah, because I think the 2 and 3 are 5s, and then the 4 and 5A are 10.
Oh, that's why you just stuck with a 5.
But
yeah,
we can discuss the other ones.
The Refugio fans started with their bullshit again. I knew it was going to happen if you beat Shiner. We were pulling for you to beat Shiner, but now you're starting your shit again about you can beat all the local 4A and 5As. Yeah, it's starting again, man. Congratulations on beating Shiner. You're going to meet him again in the playoffs, so you shouldn't get too big of a head yet. But, I mean, it don't erase what happened when you guys lost to... I mean, I'll just say it like I wrote it in the comment, man. I respect your opinion. The problem is that Refugio also completely got blown out by 3A Hitchcock, the same Hitchcock team that almost lost to a 3-6 Salado team, the same Salado team that was completely blown out by Bernie. I mean, that Bernie team Flower Bluff almost beat. It's just for reference. It's a lot of things happen. Not all teams are the same as they were in the beginning. Like, I can't be a hypocrite about it. Like, I'm the same way with Alice. They're not the same teams at the beginning. But still, man, these are some good references for you guys that you're starting your shit again. Respect to that fool here, man. I hope you all win state. You're the local 2A representative that has a shot at winning state. I hope you win it again, but you don't start your shit again that you can beat all local 4As just because you beat Shiner. Stop it. Don't start that again. I know you're going to stick up for them, dude. You want to stick up for them before we move on to something else.
I'm not. I'm just, stay humble and just, finish the season strong and bring that state championship back home. That's simple.
Yeah, because Alice can't be the only one winning state this year. Don't say nothing, do it.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Yeah, some of y'all's comments on the post of the top 5 local 4s and 5As. Shane Zalikoffer, I think he's a Caladan fan, dude. I don't remember. I think he's a Caladan fan. He says Alice should be at least number 3. Facts, buddy. Facts. Master Duck, I don't know who this guy is. It's one of them fucking like burner accounts.
Yeah.
Master Dick Licker. It's just its initials, so we don't know. Master Dick Licker will call you by. It says, I don't know if they're any better than any of the teams above them. Alice is good at the 5 spot. That's what Master Dick Licker says. I don't know. Robbie Rob, the Miller guy, says, as a Miller Buck alumni, I can see GP and Miller tied in this digital rankings. Miller edging them if they were to play a real game, though. I think Miller would, I think Miller being Flower Bluff will beat Gregory Portland, says Manny Cervantes. Robert Johnson says Miller should be 3, then GP. You're from Alice, Robert Johnson. I think he works for CCSD now, though, or Miller or something, though. Javier Guzman says it's pretty legit. Roger Claret Perez. So what's Valley teams will beat Calal and Miller or Vets? I had commented these people still around here don't understand the Valley has legit teams, and it's PSJ North, Edinburgh Vela, the 5A D1 representatives. That's who Vets and Miller has to get by, man. It's not going to be a cakewalk if they can even beat them. Right now, they would be the favorites in those games. But Robert Manriquez has put Alice at number 3. There's some smart people on here. They should be a number 1, though. Right? Thank you, Brandon. We wanted to read some of y'all's comments, man. We're just going to read off random comments from now on. I'm not going to make these posts anymore about if you want something mentioned, comment in the comment section because y'all don't fucking participate.
And thanks for the ones that do.
Yeah, when we put the pressure on you and say something specific you don't do it, but you comment on everything else. So that's just the way we're going to do it from now on. We're just start reading off comments, random comments y'all post. Ruben Bettis did actually make a comment in the one where we posted to make a comment. Ruben Bettis he has kids that played for Vets, and then another one that plays right now for Carroll. Ruben Bettis says, definitely mentioned Vets' lack of team speed and Miller's superior speed all over the field. That for sure needs to be, I don't know what your thoughts are on the game, dude. It was a weird game, man. I mean, Miller was up by 2 scores with only a few minutes left, and then they did the whole take a safety so they could just punt it out. I didn't understand that one. I mean, if someone can correct me, man, because that's probably a reason I don't realize it, but I don't understand why they took the safety to punt it. Because you're still, at the high school level, I don't get it, man, because you're still going to have to punt it from deep in your own end, and you're still not going to get a good punt out of it at the high school level unless you have some kind of great D1 prospect punter. So you're still, either way, if you ended up not moving the ball out of the 5-yard line or taking the safety, you were still going to have to punt from deep in your own end zone. So I don't understand why they took the safety and to give up the 2 points.
And also had a lot of people message me about how come when Vets did that onside kick, how come they couldn't advance? But I guess it's a rule. I talked to one of my friends. That if the kicking team recovers it, it's a dead ball wherever they get it. They can't advance. But if a Miller kid would have got it, he could advance, and then we saw that.
Oh, you know
earlier.
what it was? You're the one that told me. When it was Miller that couldn't advance it?
So Miller could advance it. That's why
it went straight into the Miller guy's
That's
hands.
why Greenwood took it.
When Vets did it hit the ground first. That's what I had heard also.
And I think
that's why it couldn't be advanced. But it was a weird game, man. What is it, 38-35, 38-36? Man, a lot of us thought Miller was going to just run away with it. I guess that wasn't disrespect to Vets. It's just you almost lost to Carroll the week before. But the secondary did a good job, man. The secondary did a decent job. It's hard. They did a decent job on the guys you thought would be the ones to tear it up. But somehow or another, I read that he still had 381 yards passing to it.
Yeah.
How the hell did he pass for that many yards? He didn't even play the whole game. Like, he shares snaps with JB.
I think a lot of it was yards after catch.
Yeah, I didn't even realize he passed for that many yards. And this was a typo. The Carter Times showed that he passed for 381 yards. But a lot. It wasn't. Yeah, the main players that you thought were going to tear it up didn't tear it up. It was a good guy. It was a good game plan, man. But you are going to. If y'all can get by them 2 Valley teams, PSJ, Northern, and Bella, y'all meet again in the playoffs. But we'll see how it goes, man. It was a weird game. Yeah, the smaller school rankings, the jump. It's a big jump, man. It goes from Refugio. Who was number 2, Taft? Or London was number 2?
London's number 3 with a 3-4 record.
And Refugio beat the shit out of them. Mm-hmm. It jumps because the Collar Times doesn't include.
I just don't understand why they have London at 3 with the record 3-4, but then they have 3 Rivers at number 4 with a 7-2 record, and San Diego with a 6-2 record.
San Diego would be London if they played, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, because programs like Edna and Vanderbilt Industrial, their fans will comment sometimes of why they beat the shit out of this team and that team. Why aren't they included? It's just Color Times don't include you guys, man. Yeah. I guess you guys are part of the whole Victoria. What is the Victoria Paper Advocate or something?
Yeah, Victoria.
Y'all are part of the Victoria area, and they cover you over there. So these guys, they should at least include you guys in the in the rankings, though. They don't include the Victorias either, or Calhoun.
And I also mentioned it on the post. 3 Rivers, the 2 losses that they have are from Shiner and Refugio, state-ranked teams.
Yeah.
So I would give 3 Rivers. I would even put them.
You said Taft was the number. Yeah, 3 Rivers would beat Taft, man.
3 Rivers did beat Taft.
Oh, they beat them this year.
Yeah.
What was the score? I didn't realize they played. Was it non-district or they're not in the same district?
No, they're not in the same district.
Oh yeah, that's why that fan said, "Why is 3 Rivers below Taft? Did they beat them?" Yeah, it doesn't make sense, man. I mean, it's not always that simple. But. Sometimes teams improve, some don't. But 3 Rivers is 2 losses, or to the top 2 teams in probably the top 2 teams in the state in 2 ways. So you can't. It's hard to fault them.
Three
for
Rivers
that,
beat
man.
them 42-31
Back
in September. So, yeah, I think I have Three Rivers at number 2.
Just say you want San Diego number 2. You know you want to say it.
Now San Diego should be number 3. The way I see
My
it,
cousin's a coach for San Diego.
Refugio, Three Rivers, Taft, San Diego, and then London.
You're disrespecting your own cousin, dude. You think Taft would beat the San Diego? I don't, and I'm not even trying to kiss her ass like you are.
Well, hey, think about it, man. Taft has that air attack, bro.
Yeah,
That dude
the
almost
Suarez and the JJ Acosta are badass, but I don't think they'd beat San Diego.
Yeah. San Diego, I mean,
I think
they
RJ
lost to
Valerio
a
was.
team that they shouldn't have lost to.
Yeah, you're still sucking that Orange Grove shit. Is that who you're talking about?
I mean,
Let it go, do it. But yeah, and then
crazy.
Vanderbilt Industrial. I think Edna already got crushed by the Fuyo. They'd still be the number 2 local team, and Vanderbilt Industrial would be probably number 3 if they were included. But
any given Friday night.
yeah, or it depends on what day State's played, because Alice is winning State this season. But
To be on a Thursday.
would it be the 4A State Championship on a Thursday?
Could be, yeah,
Friday.
because the 5A probably play on a Friday and then 6A Saturday.
It has to be like that, man. Alice and Caroline have to meet again in round 4 at Buck Stadium and break the attendance record. I'll streak if it happens. We'll go streaking, me and this dude.
I bet not me, but I mean,
We'll streak, dude. Just lose a few pounds before then.
we'll go tailgate if they let us.
That would be nice, dude. We do a show from out there. Tailgate live.
Give away free wieners, hot dogs.
Ooh, who wants free wieners?
Free wieners.
Free
I know
wieners.
all y'all like wieners.
We'll give them away, man. Whatever gets single women out. But yeah, that's just, we wanted to mention Edna and Vanderbilt Industrial because your fans are wondering why you're not included. That's caller times, man. They don't include you guys because you're part of the Victoria coverage and stuff. So, oh yeah, some quick shout outs we want to give. Alice's Cutter Stewart. He passed 10,000 yards passing for his career against when they played this last week against Hidalgo. He needed 120 yards. He ended up with, I think, close to 400 or a little over 400 or something. And he needed 2 touchdowns to get to 100 touchdowns for his career. He got 4, so he's congratulations, over 10,000 yards passing.
Good job.
The part of you that plays for Alice, congratulations. The part of you that played for Orange Grove, it's whatever, but congratulations, man.
So another shout out was GP's Brandon Redden. After that first game against Cal Allen, we thought it was a season-ending injury, or even maybe career-ending. But he came back. He came back to play. A few snaps. I don't think they let him play a lot, but he had a few snaps.
I don't even know what he did. I just know he was back on the roster again.
So I think he played
Or
a
the
few
sidelines
snaps.
or-
So
Credit to Len Hayward for all the work you do that we steal from your Color Times app for all the stats.
yeah, but we do subscribe. We do pay
And
for
in
it.
stories, these stories, or we get them, we see them. Yeah, we subscribe, we pay money.
Yeah, so
But these are stories we get because of people like you. So thank you, Len Hayward. And at Full Hill Beat and Shiner, I plan to give it a shout out to it, and then your fans started fucking it up today already. You see, I even had it written down, man. Shout out to Fuño's win over Shiner, dude. We were going to pay respect, and then your fans start there. We can beat all the Logo 4 and 5A bullshit again.
one more shout out. Let's do
Yeah, whatever you got, man.
Elijah Huff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he broke the single season record for West Coast, held by DeAndre Fillmore.
Fillmore follows the page because his kid plays for West.
So
I don't know if he watches the shows, but he follows the page.
congratulations to Elijah Huff. Quick story, my senior year, DeAndre Fillmore was a freshman. We played in West Oso, and that was his first game. So I played against DeAndre
You
Fillmore.
were a senior when he was a freshman?
Yeah, he was a freshman. I think number 26, I believe. So, but I think he broke the record in '99. So, hey, that dude as a freshman, stud. So, but congratulations to Elijah Huff on breaking the season single record.
That's it. Those are our shout outs for this week.
Great job, dude. Like from Victoria East, man. You never hear that, the South Texas kids.
Yay, the wife's here. His wife's here. Did you get my text message? We wanted pancakes with chocolate chips on top.
I'm out and doing stuff and bring this and do that.
You're at Walmart shopping.
What me? What's this
Wasting
dude?
his money.
Don't look at me.
So now I'm home and I'm going to make noise and I'm going to interrupt you all because
That's fine as long as the noise you're making is cooking pancakes with chocolate chips on top.
what's your favorite?
Yeah.
All right, next segment is going to be the area leaders.
Top 3.
So top 3 from every category. So rushing, of course, you have Elijah Huff, Westoso, 253 carries for 2279, 2,279 yards, 29 TDs. At number 2, coming in at Andrew Christian,
The Fremont
out of
kid.
Fremont. 180 carries for 1,536 yards, 19 TDs. And then Rene Martinez, the next door neighbor to Foul, 206 carries, 1,502 and 11 TDs. Those are your top 3 area leaders in rushing.
Your passing leaders are, of course, J.J. Acosta from Taft, 2,871 yards passing, 27 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Cutter Stewart from Alice, 1,952 yards passing, 24 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And Elijah Durrett, I wonder if the dad's watching again. Did you see he commented the other day?
Yeah.
He was watching, dude. Elijah Durrett, we're shouting out your son again, man. Come back to the page. Number 3, Elijah Durrett, Vets, 1,991 yards, 19 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Those are your passing leaders, top 3.
Now we're going to receiving. You got Josh Suarez out of Taft, 71 receptions, 1,262 yards, 15 touchdowws. Then you have number 2, Derek Lancaster out of Three Rivers, 43 receptions, 876 yards, and 14 TDs. Then you have Jaden Smith out of Ingleside, 32 receptions for 828 yards and 16 TDs.
Area's leading tacklers, Keelan Peterson from Odom, 102 tackles. Alex Olivares from Tolosa Midway, 95 tackles. Caden Schroeder. I don't know how to say it, man. I'm sorry. Caden Schroeder from Orange Grove with 87 tackles. Those are your area leading tacklers.
And then your area leading INTs, Jamarcus Jones out of Foul with 8. Then you got Lonnie Atkinson out of Miller, who had 3 interceptions in one night, as a total of 6.
Oh, yeah, the best.
And Guillermo Valdez Jr. out of Rances Pass with 6 as well. So those are your area leaders statistic-wise for rushing, passing, receiving, tackles, and INTs. All right, next segment we got is the Gridiron Demigods.
I am God here.
So we got some new names in here.
Well, there was a couple, yeah.
Yeah, so let's start off with the first one, the Gridiron Demigods. Let's go with Brandon Chapa with Ray. He had 205 yards rushing, 2 TDs versus King.
He's been there 1 or 2 times already.
Yeah, he's been on here, yeah. The second one, Lonnie Atkinson out of Miller. He gets this one because of his 3 INTs versus
His
Vets.
first time on it, and it's not for offense.
And it's not for receiving. Great job. This next kid on it seems like every week as well. Aiden Jacobson out of Ingleside.
Yeah, he's been on it.
Had 274 yards passing, 6 TDs versus Robstown. So that put him over the hump for Gridiron Demigod. Next one, RJ Valerio out of San Diego, 167 yards passing, 4 TDs, 100 yards rushing, 1 TD.
You're so excited to be talking about San Diego again, too.
Hey, kid's a stud. He passes over 200, rushes over 100, complete quarterback. So, next one, JJ Acosta. Dude's on it every week.
I wonder if we have to go back and look. Like, even before we started this, I think he would be on it every week.
353 yards passing, 4 TDs, and then he also had 56 yards rushing, 1 TD versus Hebronville. Next one that we have on the list, Isaiah Bland
from Refugio.
Refugio, 295 yards rushing, 3 TDs versus Shiner. Saw some highlights of that kid, speedster, hits that hole, and you ain't catching him.
Did I not? We not share the. Someone posted highlights of the Beeville Shiner game. I don't remember if I shared it. Did you?
No,
share?
I didn't.
We'll share it.
Next one, Eden Perez out of Hebronville, 210 yards rushing, 2 TDs versus Taft. He's been on here, I think this is the second, third time. Marcus Gabriel out of Skidmore Tie-In.
I don't think he's been on it.
Had 274 yards rushing, 3 TDs. And this guy's an Ironman football player. He had 22 tackles on defense versus Kennedy. So
Small town football.
hell yeah, you gotta even bigger schools. Lonnie Atkinson plays both ways. And a lot of kids. The next one we have is Andrew Christian out of Fremont, 300 yards rushing, 5 TDs versus Rivera. He's been on here a few times too.
Yeah.
You got to see him live. So.
In Bembolt.
And then he's on here a lot too. Elijah Huff out of West Oso had 238 yards rushing, 2 TDs. And also broke. You know what? He also broke the record.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and hit the golden buzzer on this one. And I want to give the Gridiron Demigods to the whole offensive line of West Oso for paving the way the whole year for this kid to get his yardage. So the whole offensive line, if you play on the offensive line for West Oso, you're a Gridiron Demigod this week.
That's a lot of yards. He's got 2 games left. I wonder how many yards he ends up with.
Say about 26, 27.
It's 26, 27. And in the playoffs, because I think it's only a 5-team district. And Robstown's going to be the 5th team. They're going to be. Yeah, I think West Oso's going to be in the playoffs. So that's at least 3 more games.
He could easily be 3,000 yard rushing.
It could be close to 3,000. Yeah. Depends where they play in the first round.
All right, the next Gridiron Demigod that we have is Suarez, receiver for Taft. He had 10 catches for 225 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then he had 1 rushing touchdown. So he's been on here a few times too. So those are your Gridiron Demigods for the week. All right, next segment we're gonna start. We're gonna do is game of the week.
You ain't ready for me.
All right, next segment we're gonna do is game of the week, or games of the week. So we have the first one we have is Victoria West at CC Miller. We had a lot of traffic going on when he posted that.
People don't understand why West, East, and Vets are locks already, and Miller's not. If Miller beat East, it's got something to do with the Carroll connection, I think, man. Because West and East already beat Carroll, who's also a possible playoff contender still, and Miller hasn't played them. It's all weird, man. But it's like some people are getting mad, like do your own research, stop looking at card time. It's the real thing, man. You don't have to like it. Facts are facts, whether you like them or not. So it's anyway. Those are in that district. East, West, and Vets are locks already, and the last spot's going to be. It doesn't mean you're the last spot. Like that's what I think people don't understand is they assume that's the order automatically. No, if Miller wins the last 2 games, they'll be in as a second place team. It just the order's not set, but 3 of the teams that are going to be in it are set already, and Miller's not in it yet. Just this is the way it is. However, they do the tiebreakers in that district. Every district has their own. Coaches have to agree on different sets of tiebreakers. Not every district does it the same, but.
Yeah, you got Carroll playing the spoiler. You got Victoria West playing the spoiler. I mean, it's
Yeah, because Carroll plays Ray this week, so we're assuming they're going to win that. And so if somehow Miller gets upset by West this week, the last spot for that district playoff spot will come down to the last game of the year between Carroll and Miller. That's why Carroll and Miller. That's why we chose one of our games of the week. West is legit, man. West don't have the greatest record. They've had some big losses, but they got talent, man. They got the Fillmore, the son of the Fillmore guy that Elijah Huff broke the record of from West Oso. West has the son. A really talented kid, man. They got a lot of talent. They're running back. Everyone on that team's talented, man. They don't have a lot of depth, so that hurts them. But it's gonna be a good game, man.
So West still has to play East too, right?
Yeah, that's the last game of the season. West has Miller and East left, and then Miller has West and Carroll left. That'd be a good one to go to, West and East next. But no, also. If Miller loses this game, a good one would be Miller and Carroll. I don't know, man. I don't know what you're going with this, man. I don't know what to pick, too. The Miller people are going to be pissed off if I pick against them, man. But they're coming off a big loss, man.
I think Miller comes out with vengeance. They shouldn't have lost that game.
I thought they were going to come out with a vengeance to avenge all their losses to Vets and beat the hell out of Vets.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out.
Yeah. I have Miller winning this one. You want me to put a score on it?
We'll put a score on it.
Let's go 42-24.
They beat the hell out of East. West is a lot more talented than East, though. I think so, too, because West isn't fighting for a playoff spot. They're already in, so they're not going to be as hungry or desperate as Miller is to win that game. I think it would have been a close game if they were both fighting for a playoff spot. West is already in the playoffs. Yeah. They're not going to be in as desperate a situation as Miller. So, probably somewhere similar to what you said, man. It's Miller by about 2 or 3 touchdowns because of the desperation
no
situation.
Disrespect to Victoria West. I mean,
yeah.
They're a good team. It's like you said it in the past. It's whatever team shows up.
Yeah, one team could show up and it can be a close game. Another one can show up and it can.
But I mean, maybe the kids in that locker room are like, "Hey, let's beat Miller." You know, everybody talking Miller. Let's shut these guys up. So, I mean, who knows? But I still have Miller on top at the end of the day. But
I do too.
Prove me wrong, West.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on my nalgas. We don't know. I don't know. We forgot what they're saying is.
Be scratching them like Maclovio.
Mm-hmm. No.
The next game of the week we have is Ingleside and Orange Grove. So you got Ingleside 2-0 district.
Yeah.
And then you got Orange Grove 1-1.
It's games of the week because Orange Grove could upset Ingleside, and then if Ingleside could upset Centon next week, it could be like a 3-way tie for first. It's just there's not a lot of teams in that district, man. That's why we're down to the last 2 games, and they only have 2 district games they played.
And Orange Grove has improved every week, and they've been impressive every week too. So after that San Diego win,
Who did they just beat the hell out of that we were talking about?
West Oso?
West Oso, yeah.
So Ingleside, that kid, that quarterback that's always on here, Jacobson.
They have that coach too that beat us and the handsome off. McHugh, one of the McHugh twins. Damn you, man.
I think I have a nice beard, but
You do. It's beautiful.
I don't know. Politics, man.
Yeah.
Politics. Man, it's. I'm gonna go with Ingleside on this one.
Where's it at?
It's in Orange Grove.
It's in Orange Grove. I did a game there last year. I don't remember what does Ingleside have turf?
I don't know.
Orange Grove has a shitty ass field like them both. So they got an advantage with that fucking shitty ass field they have. But
Yeah, I have Ingleside winning 35-21.
I'm gonna copy you again. It'll be similar. Something similar to that, man. 35-21-ish. Ingleside's 2 or 3 touchdowns better than Orange Grove this season, man. They're having a really good season like they had back in the late 2000s, around 2007, 2008. They had some really good pro teams. I don't remember what years the McHughes played there. I wonder if it was around those years because they're still young. No, they're not even that long ago. They're younger than that, right?
So 2012. My cousin Ben played in 2012.
Sick of their young, handsome bullshit.
Yeah,
But is this around? Yeah, is that around the time?
Yeah.
Ben too is around.
They're about 27, 20.
Yeah, so they came a little after that. Those first runs Ingleside had in the late 2000s.
But it'd be a good test for Ingleside because Orange Grove's going to sling it. Quarterback.
Mark Perez, the one that came over from Banquetti. Mark Lopez. Maybe.
Yeah, so be a good little test for them. So
Yeah, we both got Ingleside by about similar scores, 2 touchdowns, 2 or 3 touchdowns wouldn't surprise me. But
the third game of the week, and it actually this is kind of a weird one, but we didn't name a third game of the week, but we're gonna do a division of the week. So
District 15 4A D1.
So yeah, this district right here is.
There's no locks for the playoffs yet, man. I think Calhoun upsetting Beeville last week fucked everything up. Or else Beeville and Lavernia will be 3-0 in district. But they're not. Beeville and Lavernia play this week. Beeville's 2-1 in district, Lavernia 3-0. So it could be for the district title, or it could be to not even make the playoffs if you're Beeville. I think Lavernia's not a lock either, though. How the hell is that? There's Lavernia's 3-0, Beeville's 2-1, and there's a bunch of everyone else is 1-2.
Everybody else is 1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
So
that's how Calhoun beaten Beeville. Hashtag Adrian Salazar. Mamon, that's how it's.
welcome back.
Welcome back,
Carter.
Welcome back. We always could spot a friend.
It has Lavernia this week. Rockport is at Port Lavaca. Floresville's at Pleasanton.
Those are hard to. I mean,
it's all. Any game can go any way, man. It's fun, I guess. As an outsider, you don't got to worry about my team. Oh, I hope my team wins. But it's from inside the district. I guess it sucks to have to not know you're going to get a sure win against anybody. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. Whoever they play in the first round in Alice's Calan's district's going to hammer them. But it's just my opinion, man.
yeah.
It's a tough one, man. Anyone can beat anyone, man. You just, like I said, there's no playoff locks yet. There's no district champion already determined, obviously, in this district. Beeville, Lavernia, we'll do quick. Beeville, I got Lavernia beating Beeville, man. I don't see Beeville coming off a loss to a winless Port Lavaca. Calhoun hadn't even won a game all year, man, and Beeville lost to them. I don't see them beating Lavernia. Lavernia's the front runner in that district. Even though we say everyone's sort of equal, Lavernia's kind of the front runner.
So Lavernia wins this one, they're district champs.
Yeah, Lavernia wins this, they're district champs because they'll be at 4-0, and everybody else at best will be 2-2, with only one game left. So Lavernia's district champs if they win this game.
And I think Lavernia will come out wanting that district championship, so they're going to come out playing ball.
Yeah, and that's a motivation for them, man. They're playing for district this week if they want, and next week they can just chill out. Rockport at Port Lavaca. I know, man, on paper, Rockport started off the season, like 14th or 15th in the state, and then they've taken a lot of losses, though.
Yeah.
You know, if this is the beginning of the year, I don't know, man. It's just been Port Lavaca's coming off that upset over Calhoun.
Yeah.
And they have that fucking offense
That's maybe what Port Lavaca needed to jumpstart. Hey, we beat Beeville. Let's continue. Let's beat Rockport. So I mean, that's what Port Lavaca needed.
Maybe then Port Lavaca fans will come back to the page. They all disappeared, man, after that fucking 0-7 start. Maybe you'll come back to the page, man. It'll make you happy, man, because I'm picking you guys. I think you guys are gonna upset. I think you guys are gonna beat.
I'm picking Port Lavaca too.
Yeah, I got Port Lavaca winning, man.
Going in after beating Beeville, so
this is gonna be Rockport's first year also playing against that triple option crap that Port Lavaca runs. So if you're not used to it, man, it's just. You can beat teams that are twice as good with you just because you run that fucking offense, that triple option shit Port Lavaca runs. But, yeah, so I got Port Lavaca winning, man, like 35-14. I don't even have it close, 35-14. Boom, I'm one. You're going to pick it close.
So which one are you predicting? The Port Lavaca?
Port Lavaca beating Rockport 35-14. Not because they're that much better, but just because the offense they run, Rockport hasn't faced it yet. And
I'm gonna do Port Lavaca. Let's do 27-21.
you got it closer.
I got it closer. Man, I just hope the Rockport linebackers, they're gonna have a busy night.
Yeah, man, that's what you need to defend that
That's-
triple
I-
option.
That's why Cal Allen's so successful.
That's why Cal Allen's good
because,
at it, man. They always have good
Their
linebackers.
linebackers.
I don't know what Rockport's linebacker situation is, but if you don't have good linebackers, you're fucked the rest of the night, man.
Floresville and at Pleasanton.
Yeah.
So
Another 1-2 versus 1-2.
yeah, I don't know too much about Pleasanton this year.
They upset Beeville in the playoffs last year.
And
So
that's
they've got
right.
that going
First
for
round? Was it first round?
It was the second round.
Second round?
Floresville used to be in that Alice Cal Allen district a few years ago. They got stuck in a district with them and Somerset and Southside. And they've got talent, man. They're just not always consistent. I don't know. It's just another one of those games. Look, we don't know a lot about Floresville and Pleasanton down here, and it's another one of them games that they're close enough that they could. Anything can happen. Floresville had a hot start. I know that. I remember that. We have to put numbers to it. I'm going to say Floresville wins, but it can go either way, man. Floresville can win by 2 or 3 touchdowns. Pleasanton can win by 2 or 3 touchdowns, man. I got something like 28-21 Floresville.
I got Pleasanton. Let's just switch the score around. I mean,
We'll please them all.
yeah.
We'll please all of you guys. Even though there's nobody from Pleasanton
So-
or Floresville on the page.
Those are our games of the week and division of the week.
Wasn't a lot of hot games this week to pick from, but that is a weird district, man. We thought we'd talk about it, but it's 2 games left and nobody's a playoff lock yet. That's crazy, but that's what happens, man. Beeville, if we're not taking care of business against Calhoun. All right, that's it for games of the week. Now we just want to, we'll end it with just letting you know who the playoff locks are already. Who are the teams already in the playoffs? Don't blame us, man. We have nothing to do with tiebreaker systems and yada yada, and this team beat that
Yeah,
team, and
don't-
why isn't
don't-
Miller in?
Don't go after us.
Yeah, just who's in for the playoffs?
All right, playoff in this district, who's in? So right now you got CC Vets, Veteran Memorial's in, Victoria East is in, Victoria West. You have GP that's in, Flower Bluff, Cal Allen, and Alice. You
What's the
have
first name you said?
Huh?
What's the first team you said before Alice?
Cal Allen? They'll meet again in the 4th round.
Yeah.
Sinton, Ingleside, Edna, and Vanderbilt, they're all in. Rio Hondo, my bad. San Diego, Taft, Hebronville. And then you have Freer, Bruni, and Woodsboro. Those are your
Those are the
who's
local
in.
playoff locks.
Yeah.
Yep.
and I know, talking to my buddy Dan, Banquetti needs to they need to win 1 out of the 2 games left. Preferably both games. They probably want a higher seed, but Banquetti wins 1 more game, they're in. So and they have 2 games left. So
They only need a 1-1.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's it for this week, man. Hit the share button, hit the like button, let your friends know about the page. We appreciate you guys when you participate. Participate a little bit more with the comment sections, especially when we ask you. And what we really want is to send videos in of you guys giving, like, saying what you want to say, and we'll start including it on the show, man. Anything, you just have to be negative. Anything, shout outs to your kids, to players, fans, coaches, whatever you want, man. But thank you guys for following the show and the page.
I got one more. Congrats to King High School for their first win of the season. And a shout out to Brian Guillen, who threw the touchdown pass in the 4th quarter with no time remaining to get the victory. I will post that video, pretty impressive video.
Yeah,
I'll
it'll be on
post
your
that
phone.
video, yeah. So we'll post that, but congrats to King on their first win. They're looking for their second win against Moody this week. So, yeah, good luck to all the teams in South Texas this week. Hopefully, injury-free games that, y'all play. But if you're in the hunt for that playoff spot, man, get in. Help your team win how you can. Get that spot locked in, and good luck to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, on a side note, if you're single and you've ever had a breast augmentation done or something, I'm single, man. So just let us know, man. Let me know in the comment section. I'm all good. Thank you guys for following the page.